How's it going, my friends? Welcome back to CryptoCoins Gaming. My name is Freddy Colton, and today we're gonna be taking a trip over to Sin City. Forget about it. Embarrassingly enough, I lived in Philadelphia for 5 years and I did that joke. Goodness. Anyway, seriously, my friends, become rich, become infamous, become a kingpin. Welcome to Sin City, your very own rated R metaverse, centered around an underworld play-to-earn game housing multiple gaming projects for an immersive experience. And I just want to go ahead and say that again. They proudly are telling you it is a rated R metaverse. Very cool, very different than any sort of game in this sphere, the sphere of crypto gaming, we will say. That is completely original. So I want to be clear, that is one thing that really caught my eye about this project and gets me extremely excited for the future of it. How to survive and thrive in Sin City. Sin City works around the native token Sin. This is the in-game currency used on the play to earn model based on various underworld activities. This is played within the vast metaverse of 15,000 plots of land, consisting of some of the most exuberant cities in the world, ranging from the bright lights of Las Vegas to the carnival city, Rio de Janeiro. If you're lucky enough to rent or purchase a lucrative plot of land with each city possessing their own underlying properties, you can build your empire to create further revenue generating assets. All of this is still available on the Sin City Marketplace, where various non-fungible assets can be bought and sold, including exclusive avatars. This tells you a little bit about the features, but I will show you a little bit about their social media. So, got 88K over here on the tweeters. There is a very healthy community, to be clear, on their Telegram. This and their Discord are definitely some of their more healthy communities, if you will. And we can see here that they've got 38, almost 40 basically K on their Telegram. Now this is fascinating. Their Medium does really well, and I want to be clear, that tells you a whole lot about how well a project is going to do. Is their Medium, like how that is doing, because 6.7 thousand followers is one of the higher mediums I've ever seen. Generally, people don't follow it as much. You don't nearly usually have as many followers, on a Medium, so that's a huge promise for this company. I just want to go ahead and put that out there right now. That's really amazing, and they keep up, literally as of 10 hours ago, they keep up a lot on it, but just wanted to touch base on that, because that to me is one of those indicators, and maybe this kind of helps you, that like if they do have a big following on Medium, which I know some people can be skeptical of followings. This one has a legitimate following, to be clear, but Medium is one of those places that people don't fake a following, so that is just a big deal, and it shows that they keep it up to date very well. Whew, that scared me for a moment. We've got their YouTube channel, by the way, 1.43 thousand. That's also a big subscriber count for this kind of project, which is really cool, because that's another extremely promising aspect. They've got about 3,000 over on Instagram, which makes sense because they're more so somewhere you'd want to be in their community in that regard. And then here you can see on their Discord, let's see. So this is their Discord. It was easier to pull up on my actual computer app, and then we can see here, I was just checking through, they've got a lot of people talking, they got a lot of stuff going on. This is of course all their links, they're doing giveaways. This is again not an average ordinary project. Now their Discord, they're getting that growing a good bit. They did send me some cool stuff I'm going to show you, so I got some cool pictures to show you, then discussing just different things. So they're going to be doing staking, that kind of stuff, but I actually wanted to go ahead and show you some of this really cool artwork that I was able to just check out, and kind of show you some of the cool assets that they had sent to show. Then this is some gameplay. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so that's really cool. That's extremely impressive, honestly. That is what we saw sort of in the background just a moment ago, but just to kind of show you some of the actual gameplay, assets, I guess the proper word for that would be. Anyway, that's really cool. I'm going to close that because it's making the video slow. And then they also have a couple of different content videos as well. Now, keep in mind that some of this stuff is pretty exclusive
Ever wonder
stuff.
what certain districts in Sin City look like? Brace yourself as we take you on a tour of the Cartel District, a district drenched in organized crime, fueled by illicit.
Great voice actress, by the way. Also, amazing water effects.
First arrived in the city 20 years ago with a massive stash of drugs he eloped with from a DEA facility.
Anyway, we see that as well. Obviously, this video is not to play other people's videos, so we'll discuss the project a little bit more. I just kind of wanted to show you. They sent me all of this sort of stuff when I reached out and actually asked about it, because they are very open and honest with their facts and what they've got going on. So I really appreciate that. And then the metaverse. Sin City originally begins as an undeveloped digital real estate with 15,000 parcels of land. As Sin City development kicks off following the blueprint of the virtual city, the built-up urban environment begins to spring up. Anyone can purchase and own more than one parcel of land in the city and develop the using SDK kits provided in the development arena. We have partnered with Vulcanverse to help develop the game using state-of-the-art virtual reality technology, including the creation of a VR casino. In addition to this, the platform will have a built-in Matic, or will be built on Matic network, an existing vanilla network partner, which is Matic is really good. I think I might have done a video on that. Allowing for high speed and low cost transactions. Yeah, I do know Matic. It must have been with something, but I do know Matic is very good. I can't remember all the info on it now, but that's really great to see. Gaming ecosystem. This Sin City native game is a 3D action thriller game with albeit fictional, is set and modeled, there we go, after some of the most controversial crime cities across the world. The play-to-earn game will be laced with violence and gore, bidding to become the ultimate Kingpin whilst building your empire. This will be built with realistic imagery along with voice and text chat features with the intent to pull players into an augmented reality space. The game will be developed by the legendary Vulcanverse development team with support from other game development partners. And there are a lot of people working on this. That's one of the big promising aspects as well, to be clear. Ultimate aim of gamers will be to conquer and control Sin City and be designated as the ultimate Kingpin until the next conquerors emerge. And the Omniverse. So Sin City architecture is designed to provide a base platform for other limited partners to host their projects inside the vast metaverse arena. Therefore, this effectively makes Sin City an Omniverse, offering the right to host partnering projects inside the virtual world. This goes beyond onboarding high impact and scalable projects, but also includes providing land in suitable destinations to host these projects. Vanilla Network, Acted Out, Drive, and Sugar Bounce are some of the early projects that have passed a rigorous qualification process to be onboarding into the Sin City metaverse. The synergy of these projects and their capability with Rated R Metaverse creates cross-marketing opportunities, technology exchange, and cross-border relationships of various communities, resulting in a huge ecosystem of development partners and an increased number of users inside the Sin City metaverse. And this is a company that's smart enough to understand. It's something we learned with Deadpool. I think the industry really did, like the mainstream industry really learned, and I think that this is something they understand is Rated R does really well if you do it in the right aspect, because it's going to bring in that demographic of 18 to 35, probably, I'm going to guess, year olds. I'm sure even older, but let's kind of assume that that's about the gamer age. So you're going to bring in that demographic just out of like, oh man, finally a game doing something like this. So very intelligent in my opinion. And then I'm not going to, just because it's going to take the video way too long if I read through everything in complete detail, I'm just going to sort of explain a couple of these parts, and then I'm also going to open up the white paper just to show you. So it discusses, so you can actually have privately owned lands, district lands, public lands, and public roads, which is exactly what it sounds like within the game. So it's cool that they think of that sort of thing, that you can kind of be on a private land but also on a public land. Like, I'm wondering how they're going to get through that, like gonna deal with that, right? If they're like the government, that sort of thing. So interesting thought, because you'll have to have someone to rebel against, right, if you want to be a mobster. And We've got the roadmap: pre-sale, second quarter 2021, so IDO launch, NFT marketplace launch, metaverse beta testing, which I'm excited because I think basically just getting all to the launch. Now their partners, it is an insane list of, good list, obviously. It's insane how many people they've been working on. They've been seen on quite a couple of different places as well, and let's see here. I believe the white paper is over at the top. Yeah, I thought I had that open. Let's see here. But yeah, okay, here we go. Because I was going to say the white paper is actually really nice looking for this project as well. Artistic, but not over the top. So I appreciate that. Now it is powered by the Polygon network, by the way. I did forget to mention that, so I'm glad that I did, put that there. So yes, Polygon. And by the way, I'm such a growing fan of Polygon. You've heard me discuss quite a couple different Polygon projects recently, and that's because I really see the promise and potential of I guess I'd call it almost the third party to Ethereum and BNB, but in a great way. You have to understand that just because they're sort of like the third party doesn't mean that there's not a whole bunch of promise. And Polygon's got just so many aspects. I kind of think of them like the nerdy kid at high school who's going to go on to be extremely successful. And maybe the jocks are popular right now, Ethereum and BNB, but once people see the promise of Polygon, once enough projects like this one are smart enough to work with them, it is going to explode. So this is a really smart thing to get ahead of. Tells you a little bit more about, Sin City if you'd like to check this out. Obviously, as I said, I don't want to make, just read through this entire thing, make this video way too long, because it's keeping attention, obviously. And so it just tells you a little bit, though, about the play to earn model. And the cool thing is basically they want to help you make money for helping them make money. That's kind of what this model is, and that's amazing. Now, let's talk a little bit more about the tokenomics of the Sin token as for sure before we finish this, just because I want to be very clear on like what they're doing here. And I'll go ahead and say they're doing really great. 15% marketing, to be clear, which is amazing. 15% development, staking 20, ecosystem 13.75, 10% team, 5 advisor. So all the numbers are great. The marketing especially. My rule of thumb is that you want to put a good bit into marketing for a project like this. That's where you're going to make money, is marketing, so people know about it. So amazing. If you'd like to check the tokenomics out in a little bit more detail, I definitely recommend checking out the white paper, but I just kind of wanted to look there. So it looks like we've got 1 billion tokens, which is awesome. So seed round, so if you jump in on the seed round too, you're buying it so inexpensively. That's amazing. And it's dropping in just a couple of days as well. Here's the team, by the way, if you'd like to check out anything about them, just sort of who they are, what's going on with them. Also, obviously, their social media there. And then a little disclaimer about the token. And yes, this is definitely coming out in a couple of days. I will, for sure, in the description, have the exact date of when this is coming out. I apologize. I thought I was going to run across it very basically towards the end. So yeah, but like I said, it is right around the corner. I think like the 27th, could be even sooner. Let's see here real fast if they're going to tell us the land sale in 2020. The 27th of December. Boom, I told ya. So keep an eye out. Definitely come check this project out because I'm posting it same day that I've made this video. It's got a lot of promise, and I think that especially a game like this, I'm personally going to play. I'm actually working on a new PC, like having a friend of mine build a PC, and so I'm personally going to be playing this game like 100%. So I'm excited about this. Remember, my friends, not financial advice, just my opinion, but very, very cool project. A lot of promise and something so cool to look into. A very open team and honest people, which it's great to hear. So as always, my friends, thank you so much for coming by CryptoCoins Gaming. My name is Freddie Colton. Today we discussed Sin City. I will see you in the next episode.